yes! Glück auf, Schalke fans. We've just won 5 games in a row. We just had a Topspiel against Darmstadt. 2 versus 4 in the table. Top defenses in the league going head to head. Game was going to always be low scoring, but this was the litmus test. Could Miron Muslic's pressure machine handle a top team like Darmstadt and win 5 games in a row? The answer is yes, 5 in a row. Yeah, boys. 9 minutes into the game, Darmstadt thought they could come in here and dictate the pace of the game. Nope. Intercepting. Schalke do what they do best. Put pressure on the goalkeeper, forces a turnover in midfield. Ball falls to Keenan Karman and does a nice flick to El-Faouzi, who, beautiful vision, finds Moussa Sylla running between the center backs. Perfect through pass. And Moussa Sylla comes in on goal. This guy got his mojo back last week. Clinical finish past the goalkeeper. His 3rd in 2 games. Man is on fire. We go up 1-0. What a way to start the game. Another early goal. Man, maybe 80 minutes or 90 minutes of defending after that. But nonetheless, what a way to start the game. We got to talk about El-Faouzi, right? Guy is a workhorse. Guy does it all offensively and defensively. Received a nice pass from Keenan Karman. And the vision. You look at the play. Moussa Sylla makes a run between 2 defenders, and he's going away from it. Makes that kind of fadeaway pass, clear cut through pass. Finds Moussa Sylla. Moussa Sylla just cool and calming like a confident striker. Puts it past the goalkeeper. 1-0. What a fantastic start. Then the question was going to be, what were we going to do? Were we going to lock up shop, play park the bus mentality for 80 minutes plus whatever stoppage we may have? It was a resounding no. Rock solid defense between Katic, Kuricay, and Ayhan. Played marvelously back there. Schallenberg, unbelievable. Didn't hear his name all match. That's because he did his job. El-Faouzi running everywhere. What we saw throughout the game was constant pressure by Schalke. Good possession, right? It wasn't dominant. Neither team really dominated, but Schalke did enough with the possession. And when they lost the ball, they quickly tried to get the ball back and kept it up throughout the game. They did not refer back to their park the bus mentality we saw last week. They very much kept the game in flowing, made it difficult for Darmstadt throughout. And I think that's the lesson learned from last week, was excellent. But what a statement there from Schalke that they can adjust and continue to improve defensively, despite how good they've been. Continue with the defensive masterclass and adjustments as the season progresses. And look, another clean sheet for Loris Karius, the guy we've all given stick to at some point in our careers. But man has stepped up. Another clean sheet. You got to give it to defense, really. He had nothing to do in that first half. No saves to worry about. And really, nothing to do for 90 minutes. The defense did not allow anything from Darmstadt, a team who has some talented players on their side. It wasn't until the 96th minute that Karius was forced to make a save. Came out and had an easy shot he had to block. 54 in the 95th minute, and then 96. Jumped out, came out and punched the ball away, and that's all he had to do. But man, when we need him, he's there. But you got to give credit to the defense in this one. They did not allow anything in this matchup. A much better mentality from the boys. Now we got to talk about the elephant in the room. 10 minutes of stoppage time added to this game. 10 minutes, that's a lot of time. There were a lot of injuries in this game. Gomes came in 65th minute and left in the 85th minute with an injury. Katic went down at one point. Porat went down. Heads up play by El-Faouzi too. When Porat collided heads with the Darmstadt player, he looked like he got knocked out real quick, or acted like he got knocked out. El-Faouzi jumped on top of him and turned him, much like Katic did a couple weeks ago. Seemed like Porat was okay, but a lot of injuries, both teams, players going down, and had 10 minutes at a time. Darmstadt needed it to create some kind of offense because they had nothing in the first 90 minutes. Credit to Muslic and the way he set up the team. Was it the best football? No. Was it anti-football? Not necessarily, but we're getting better. We got 5 wins in a row. What can you complain about? Sure, we could do better, for sure. Like, we're not playing perfect football. We're 5 wins in a row. Currently, top of the table. Elfersberg are playing right now. But man, we're not used to this. When was the last time Schalke had 5 wins in a row? Probably not since they got promoted from Zweite Liga with Simon Terodde. It's been a while. Now, talk about title race. We are in the middle of a gauntlet at the moment. We just beat Darmstadt. We got Darmstadt once again in the Pokal midweek. Got a couple games, and the gauntlet ends with Elversberg. Going toe-to-toe at the moment with them. Great defense by them, great attack by them as well. Let's see if both teams can keep the winning streak going until we face each other. That will be the true litmus test of how good we are this year. If we want to talk title, we're going to have to run through this gauntlet and beat Elversberg at the end of this. If we don't, it's not the end of the world, but that's where we're going to see a true test of how good we are, because Elversberg are setting the pace both defensively and offensively this season. They nearly got promoted last year. That is ultimately the goal for us, is to get promoted. We win the title, great. Promotion would be fantastic. Not that we were all thinking about this before the season, but we have to start thinking about it and talking about it now. As much as we hate to and don't want to jinx it. 5 wins in a row, top of the table, it's hard not to bring it up. But let's not get too carried away. We got a Victory Monday coming up to talk more in depth about this game. Make sure you check it out. We'll try to do a Victory Monday on a Monday this time on the podcast. YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Facebook, everywhere where you stream videos. So make sure you tune into that and let us know in the comments, what are your thoughts about this game? 5 wins in a row, top of the table. What more could you want? Glück auf.